hands on familiar with those things. Okay, now let me share my screen. You able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so we are done. No, yeah, now. So RP requirement planning we'll see later if time permits today. Otherwise tomorrow we see that's not of much importance. It's a small thing, small topic only. But before that, before that, I want to discuss on merchandise merchandise distribution. Okay. Okay, slideshow. Okay, so the RP if possible today. If not, we'll see it tomorrow. So now today allocation and merchandise distribution. So what now as we are discussing in promotions, we are already discussed little bit on allocation. So anybody can say anything about allocation? Huh? What is allocation? See, basically allocation is like you want to you have already stock at your DC and you want to allocate the stock to the stores. So it's as simple as that. You are allocating the stock either from to reduce the inventory from the store, or you can allocate a promotional merchandise. Okay, and if centrally the head office plans and purchases the stock and they want to allocate to different stores, then also you need to allocate. So it's a standard stock also you can allocate. And suppose if you have a new store opening, then in that case you have a stock to allocate initial stock of an article to be sent to that stores via allocation. So all these are nothing but allocating the stock in to different stores and distribution centers. So we use these allocation tables. So for all the process of allocation, we use allocation tables. So these allocation tables, we can use it in various business process. Okay. The respective process determines, the possible business transactions where we use allocation table. First is suppose third party. Okay. If the purchaser, I see that the diagram is here. Allocation. So first is like third party. Yeah, in the allocation table, you can map different business transactions to SAP Retail. First is like you want to do direct store delivery, which is a third party. It means the purchaser sends the vendor order to the external vendor on behalf of the recipient. The vendor is asked to deliver the merchandise like directly to the sites or customer for whom the order was placed. You're getting C. Direct store. What happens is the purchaser, what he does is on behalf of the store, he will raise the purchase order to the vendor, and vendor he will go and directly deliver the stock to the store. To which store the order was placed, that store the vendor goes and directly deliver it. And another thing is allocation out of stock on hand. It means here some stores procure with reference to vendor PO without reference to vendor PO. Okay, allocation out of stock on hand. Suppose you have the stock in your DC and you want to allocate the stock, then also you use allocation table. That's what, like if you want to order from the distribution center, you can do it via allocation table. There are mixed cases, like some stores they procure merchandise from DC, other stores are directly from vendors. Like as in the first case, like directly from the vendors is like direct store delivery. But most of the cases, the stores receive stock from the merchandise. So if the vendor purchase order quantity is reduced so that the warehouse stock level can also be reduced. With reference to vendor PO and without reference to vendor PO. So you can raise, I mean, with reference to vendor PO also you can do the allocation. Without reference to vendor PO, that is creation of STOs from DC to stores also you can do. So if you see, like in terms of stock reduction, like if you see, yeah, this is a diagram which talks about from head office to vendor to the store, that is direct store delivery third party, and allocation out of stock on hand. You see here, this is a head office, distribution center, warehouse order or the delivery. From distribution center we are sending goods to the store, or we are sending goods to the store. So to the distribution center we have the warehouse order, or we have a delivery to the distribution center. Order via distribution center. So from the distribution center we send the stock to the stores, and sometimes it can happen like the vendor comes and give the stock to the distribution center, from distribution center to the store. So head office raises the PO to the vendor. So this is via distribution center. So head office, they raise the PO to the vendor, from vendor to the distribution center, from distribution center to store. Okay, so if you see the possible business transactions, like as we discussed, we have third party. So third party in the sense we know, like vendor purchaser raises to the vendor and vendor comes to the store and delivers the stock. And another business transactions where we use the allocation table is in terms for the stock reduction. Okay, in this case, if you see stock reduction, no, you won't place any purchase order. The sites or customers we define in the allocation table, they are supplied with merchandise from the warehouse stock of the distribution center. The stock is reduced using stock transfer orders or deliveries. Okay. Supply source determination for a particular site or customer is limited to determining the distribution center. For the business transaction, you also copy the stock of the distribution to the allocation table and distribute it to the recipients either automatically or manually. I think let me open the notes which I have written. It is easy for us. Okay. You are able to see that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So when all the allocation table, I mean in what are all the scenarios? So first scenario is third party. Second is the stock reduction. So in this case, what we are happening is in terms of stock reduction, it means we do not have any PO here. I mean, because we already have the stock in the warehouse. So we want to reduce, we want to push the stock from warehouse to the store. In that case, what to do is the sites or the customers, we define them in the allocation table. They are supplied with the merchandise from the warehouse stock of the distribution center. So whatever in the allocation table, like whoever customers or sites we define, those are supplied by the stock from the warehouse sites. So the stock can be reduced. This is how, by using stock transport orders. So whenever we raise, we want to send the stock from DC to the store, we generate stock transport order from allocation table. From stock transport orders, against the deliveries are created, outbound deliveries. Then we do pick if it is needed picking, otherwise outbound deliveries and PG. If not picking, and then confirm your transport orders and then goods receipt at the store region. For the business transaction, you can also copy the stock of the distribution center to the allocation table item and distribute it to recipients either automatically or manually. So this is what, like, if you wanted to do automatically, whatever stock is available in your distribution center, you can distribute it to all the recipients. Either you want it to automatically, like if it is automatic means you create an allocation rule and you say in the allocation rule you define this is how it has to be. I mean, all the stores has to get 10%, or the stores has to be distributed in a ratio of 1:2:3. So it can either be automatically or it can create manually. So you need to see if it's a third party vendor inside an allocation table, you have an item category, which is item category is B. This item category is a lot of importance. We will discuss that later. So if it is a stock reduction, I mean, if you want STOs to be generated out of allocation table, then item category should be F. Okay, then again we have is order via distribution center. This is 2 steps. Here we have item category C. First thing, what are those 2 steps when you are trying to order via distribution center? The step 1, what it does means it involves the purchase order for a distribution center with an external vendor. The vendor then delivers the ordered merchandise to the distribution center. Okay. The first step is we'll place a purchase order to the vendor from distribution center. The vendor comes with the stock, and then it gets, when we do GR, the stocks comes into our distribution center. And the next step is merchandise flow from the distribution center to the stores. This is triggered by stock transport order or delivery. So the item category controls, among other things, which method of distribution processing is used in DC. So in the second step, like order via distribution center is which most of this business scenario, in most of the business, this is what happens. So we raise a pivot to the external vendor. The vendor comes in and then we do the GR in the store. In the DC. Once the GR is done, the stock is in our distribution center. Then now how to distribute the stock from the distribution center to the stores? It again depends upon what type of distribution method you want to choose at DC. So that is again from the DC, again we have stock transport orders and followed by other documents like delivery and so on. Okay, and
Shilpa, could you please tell me one second, please process?
Sorry?
Could you please tell me once again order via distribution?
Oh, okay. See, order by distribution. Yeah. See, simple in merchandise distribution. Basically, it's a distribution. In the distribution means how the stock is distributing, and what it is distributing is a merchandise or goods. So order via DC. So what happens from the DC? For the purchaser will raise a PO. Okay, the PO is like from to the vendor. From the PO is to vendor to DC. Vendor to DC, external PO. Okay. Okay, guys, getting? Guys, I need answer. Yeah. So first you raise a PO, which is to the external vendor. Okay. So external vendor, what happens? The vendor gets the stock and we will do GR. So when we do goods receipt, the inventory of the store, DC increases, right? So once the inventory is increased, we need to distribute the stock from the DC to the store. Okay. So how to distribute this stock from the DC to the store is again we have several processes that we will see that. But based on certain procedures, we distribute the stock again from DC to the store. So here we are defining the item category. If you see, it is F. Okay. Sorry, it is C. Item category is C. This item category is very important when we are defining inside the allocation table, because based on this only it will determine what are the following documents should be created. After allocation table, when you create it, either it has to create a purchase order or stock transport orders, or what it has to create. Okay. Yes. And then, so when we coming to the configuration, so let's see the configuration. So logistic general. Retail. Merchandise distribution. So just want to re-show the path again. So basically, first we are now trying to understand now what is an allocation table. Okay. So under logistics general, okay, you have merchandise distribution. And in that you have allocation. Okay. So first thing first, most important thing is allocation table. If you go, so allocation table type. Whenever you're creating an allocation table, right, it asks you which allocation table type you want to give. So suppose I have something like this I have selected. So if just want to see, just click this. Yeah. So as you see here, right, this is, yeah. This is allocation table type. The item category, this is something AAF1. This is again, they have configured something and something else. We basically we have, you know, CACB. This B is a third party, which is a standard PO it will raise, and C is PO via DC. Okay, the stock transport orders will be generated. CA is PO via DC, stock transport orders. It's a cross dock method. So based on the various methods, what are the following documents it is creating? So mainly the CA, CB, B, C, and A, all these we use. Okay, and then rounding, whether it has to be rounded off or rounded down, round up or round down. This is basically calculation rules. And we have split reminders. Suppose when you allocate the quantity in terms of I mean, after allocating in equal ratios, you have left with probably one or two pieces. What to do? So you allocate whichever plant as the largest quantity, you allocate it. I mean, if you're dividing it in the ratio and suppose one of the plant has largest quantity, so you allocate it to the largest quantity plant. Okay. And another one you have is, this is again a notification procedures, like how we have in promotion notification, similar, because once an allocation table is created, if you want to send the notification to the stores or from the DC to the from head office to the DC, yeah, it is through notification category. Okay. And this is to flag listing. Listing check, or what it is. It's listing check and do subsequent listing if necessary. We already know what is subsequent listing. So if this is check, suppose if again you are doing any GR for that and you don't, article is not listed. So in that case, it gets listed and then you can do GR at the store. Okay, and yeah. See, it contains default parameters for the quantity calculations of the allocation. Rounding, it basically says how to take place during quantity calculation for size. You can also use this option to set that rounding profiles are to be taken into consideration. You can also set if you have any rounding profiles. Is that allocation strategy? If you want to create, you can create allocation strategy or quotas, and then this is again we create in a separate customization and we assign it here. So this is basically how to allocate the stock and how to do the split quantities. So how remaining quantities in quantity allocations are distributed, and defines whether the minimum and maximum quantity should be taken considered by the allocation. And another one is allocation item category. The item category of these allocation tables, it defines the business transactions. Like it will tell us what are the following documents to be created from the allocation table. Okay. Okay, and the allocation table, it all proposes allocation table, item category. These are all the things which we have in allocation table. You know, we already have seen item category. I will show you side groups we have seen, and we will see how to create an allocation rule and allocation strategy and all. Okay. And as a part of this listing check, as you see, you define whether all sites or only the listed sites of the store group should be applied, whether the subsequent listing is carried out. Stock display indicator, it shows the unrestricted. By setting this, you have here stock display indicator as well, I think. Stock display indicator, yeah. So by if you select this stock display indicator, so it shows the stocks display, how much is unrestricted stock, user stock is displayed in the allocation table for this store. So if you set this, you can see how much of the stock of the particular material is available at the store. Okay. And then we have, this is allocation table type. And we have allocation rule. Okay. Where we have allocation rule also. So we can also create allocation rule types. You see allocation rule types, the standard. See again, it is a quota category, manual entry and allocation rule generation, rounding off, rounding up, rounding down, this same like how you want to allocate the stock and how you want to allocate the split reminder. As we discussed just before. So all those are present in your allocation rule. And store communication and notification, as we seen, like we have, there are different kinds of notification. It has to be sent based on the business transaction. So like from head office to the stores, the allocation notification or request notification. So notification you can send from head office to the distribution center also. So like allocation notification distribution center, in addition to these notification, like site will also receive change notifications that provide the stores with information about the changes like quantity changes or delivery dates made at later by headquarters. So that any notification table will be sent if this inside allocation table type, you have how to send the notification and all, whether to send or not. If you choose those, you will be able to send the notifications. Okay, basically sending the notifications and all, it is also configured by iDocs in DI iDocs. So next is follow document generation of allocation table. So first thing, like we have discussed the business transaction, like which is ordering via DC, right? In that case, where you are ordering via DC, warehouse orders and outbound deliveries are generated from allocation table as follow-on documents. Like ordering via DC, it means from the your order, there is a stock transport order from DC to the store. In that case, STOs are generated and then deliveries are generated. Okay. So as we again discuss this item category, it controls which type of documents, like whether it has to create a purchase order or sales order or delivery are created. Okay, at the same time define whether documents are created. If you are reducing your stock, okay, if you want to reduce your stock, then in that case only the STOs are generated, but no purchase orders to external vendor. So the item category is based on the allocation table type. So if you want in terms of only stock reduction, what is the item category you have to give? So suppose I mean it's something else. Suppose I say if X is item category, it is only meant for the stock reduction, wherein I do not want, when I select the item category, I don't want any purchase orders to the vendors, but my stock has to be reduced. So that case, what happens? It will only create stock transfer orders. You're getting me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So this is one of the scenario which we can discuss later. So how to create, first we'll see how to create an allocation rule. We will see, and then side group, we know how to create a side group. Okay, allocation rule type we create using this one in the configuration, but allocation rule, it is a master data. Using WA21 we'll create. Let us create now. Okay. Allocation table type is what? Okay. Yesterday I created. Let's check that. Just a minute. Okay. First, what we do is we create an allocation rule. WA03 is a transaction code to see the allocation table. So if I see yesterday, I created an allocation table. 217. This is for STO. 217. Okay. See this is a I mean yesterday this allocation table I created. If you see here, so item category is F, which means use warehouse stock and create stock transport orders. It means this is for the stock reduction. We are not creating any PO here. We are using the warehouse, whatever stock is available in the warehouse, to send it to the stores. You're understanding the scenario, right? We will create and then we'll check. See, I'm going to do this scenario of allocation table for stock reduction. So in that case, what I need to have my STOs created, right? Yeah. So in terms of stock reduction, we have to create STO. So for creating that, first I need to create allocation rule. So this is the allocation rule I have created yesterday. So let's see if I'll show how to create. You can create on your own. Okay. See, basically allocation rule meaning like if you see, okay, let's just try. WA21 is the transaction code. So allocation rule type I take Z00 purchase organization. Okay. So you need to enter your base plant group, which group you want. Okay, and the material which if you want, you can give material. Let me close the location table. Okay, wait. It's stuck. Are you able to see? I think the net has got disconnected. Are you able? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes,
Shilpa,
sir.
we are able to hear you.
Yeah, my screen got disconnected, right? Are you able to see?
Yes, we are able to see
It's
your screen.
visible.
Okay, fine then. I thought it got disconnected. Yeah. So this is the quotas I have given. So how you have to create it? WA21. Give the purchase org, enter. And if you want, you can give material. Otherwise, material is not mandatory. But all that is important is you need to have a site group for allocation. This is a site group for allocation. So you guys are aware of the T code for site group for allocation? Huh?
WB60.
Okay, let us see. I don't remember the T code. WB
60.
Yes, correct. WB60 is a site group, yes. And you see the stores you can't see here. WBs, what is that? To see the stores inside that. WB
66.
Yeah, thank you guys. Good. Yeah. So these two are the sites. What is that? Okay, we'll see 1 second. Allocation rule, this is, and this is a site, sorry, this is site group 1. Yeah, I was just confused. Site group 2, if you see, WB66, site group, and this is site group 2. So these two are the sites under the site group 2, okay? These two are the stores. One minute, guys. Yeah. Okay. So in allocation rule, you give the site group here, and I can give site group and quota. And I can define here what quota I want, like 3:1 or 4:1, or how 1, 2, or which ratios, so on and so forth. Like I can define like that. Here I have selected quota category ratio. So in whatever ratio you want, you can give here. Okay. And then if you say your allocation rule will be created for that particular site group. You getting? Okay. So this is the site group which we'll be using for our allocation table. So we just mention it as our, you can write site group 2. This is what is our allocation rule, group for allocation table. And I have created allocation rule, which is test WA23. Okay, this is what it has. If you see inside the 3 and 2, 3 and 1 is a ratio. So you have 3 and 1. 3:1 is a ratio. The stock will be allocated based on this. And now let's go and create allocation table WA01. So I'm giving here allocation table type as this allocation table type Z010. Purchasing group. Okay. IRT training. Okay. So planned delivery date. When this has to be delivered, it is expected to be delivered at the plant, store delivery date. I mention it as something 21 whatsoever. Okay, then you need to give article. So what I'm selecting my article is (6631). Okay. So this is a, I'm going to send, it would be my distribution center because I'm going to, because I selected allocation table type Z010, the item category is F. It means I'm going to create a stock transfer orders from DC to that store, and my stock planned quantity I'm going to give as 1000. I don't want give to so much of, because against, yeah, I'll give us 100 quantities. And then location rule you have to maintain, which is your test, and the DC are from where the stock will be procured for those two stores. So the DC. So you have to maintain even in the site master because of the store DC as a supplying site. You're getting right?
Yes.
In DC you should, in both the stores, whatever I've given 3 or 4 or 4 or 5, which are the store numbers, for those stores your DC should be as a supplying site in site master. Distribution using quota. So the planned quantity I've selected total 1000, 100. I make it as 25. Each variant, each variant 25. Sorry. And 25. Okay, now it's 100, and then if you select here and go to your plants, see it is distributed, right? 3:1 ratio for both the stores. Okay. You getting me? Yeah, then I go back and then save it. Allocation table is complete. Notes and do, however, should the allocation table be saved as. Now I created an allocation table of 219. Okay. Now again what I do is WA02. Sorry, yeah. Allocation table, create follow-on docs. So allow follow-on docs when the warehouse orders, it should be warehouse orders. It's not sales order delivery, allow follow-on docs. Vendor purchase orders, no. Warehouse background, no. We need it in the front ground. So what we do is it should be just say allow follow-on docs. Let's see. Yeah. If you go and see here, right? This is your distribution center. From this distribution center, these are the materials for the store 4 and 5. See, your stock transport orders have been created. Okay. Okay, sorry. So this is allocation table. Then you need to generate your document. Sorry. So it goes so, and it checks for the availability is available in the store, I mean DC or not, and then you can see your stock transport orders have been created. 5, 4. These are the warehouse orders created. Okay. From the DC to the 2 stores, we have created the warehouse orders. Now, against this, you can do outbound delivery.
Transaction code is VA01.
Sorry, WA01.
Okay.
Okay. So see, you can see your this warehouse orders numbers, right? So now if I select both of them, is anything, both the sites, select both the sites, and then create outbound deliveries.
Show hide.
Yeah.
Click background.
Show or hide delivery, no. Create, yeah, this one. Create delivery in the background. See log for information about creating deliveries. What is that happen?
Go to the logs and check that.
Where I can't.
Double click the log and check that one.
Yeah,
Near the search button.
no, you're saying here. We can see. I thought we see here somewhere log.
Below the back button.
And below the.
That back button. In that application toolbar. Yeah, next one. That one. Check that log.
Group created by shipping point error. Is this? Okay, let's see. Not able to create.
In that log only we can see the delivery document. I'm also forgot that.
In the log.
That log. Yeah, to delivery documents.
Where is it?
You can double click it.
This says as a group. No, I don't see the delivery created, right?
Or I'll select the document.
I think I missed with
Documents. Click the documents.
Standard. It shows it's done, but I'm not a. Shouldn't have select. I think we should check. It says, but yeah, it shows it's been processed, but I don't see delivery even. But purchase order confirmation history is not seen here. It's only one article, right? 6631. This is for R104. But actually, it has to create two separate warehouse orders. That's what even I was confused when it was created, because these are two different plans, two different outbound deliveries. We will create, but it has created only one. Okay. This will not see the log. See the log for creating deliveries. What is a log? Group SM user created on shipping point. Shipping point not there. Retail quantities, material data. Shipping is here. R10A. Okay, let us check the stock. That can also happen sometimes. If you don't have the stock, it will not create. Oh yeah, we don't have the stock for this one, right?
After doing the GR only, you will see the
We'll
stock.
see, but that's okay. We will see for the next allocation table, that one. Yeah. We'll see the process in the for another allocation table also we create. That time we will see it, because even
Stock
in
will be,
sorry.
stock will be checked at variant level.
Yeah. But I think I yesterday even I was having issue because there was no stock. Oh no, it is there. So see, sorry, this is on order stock, right? We have ordered this, but we do not have the stock.
Shilpa, can you please go back to that T code?
Which one?
That delivery is.
This one?
Oh, I think the delivery you just generated, right? Yeah.
Okay, the back of this. Yeah.
Yeah. Go to that log is not available.
No, I got it. Actually, the issue is because we don't have the stock here. If you make 2 GR for this, I think we should be able to do. We should able to. Let me do it. Is a PO. No, who is the vendor for that? I need to check. What happened? It got stuck. Okay. I'm not sure whether he will accept it. PO quantity. If not that also, I have other ones. We can check for that. Okay. Okay. The price is not there. Stocks. R101. Stock segment not valid for the. Okay, this is something else. Stock segment and all. I mean, I'm not sure. We don't use it in retail. Let's not use this article. Okay. For now, just remember till here. After this, the next steps we'll see in the next one. Okay. When we are creating a CPO, that time we'll see.
Just try that background again.
Which one?
Just try that background again.
Okay.
Go to that lock.
Yeah.
Select that record. Click go to in menu bar. Documents. Okay. Here it should be created the delivery document. It's not sure.
Actually, if you click this show or write this button, you can see here the delivery document. No, I understand. Yesterday, I had the issue because I'm not able to create the deliveries because I had no stock. So if you do not have stock in the warehouse, you cannot be able to create the deliveries. That is what I've seen. Once I created the stock, I uploaded the stock in the DC, I was able to create. So we will see that after this process, nothing to worry. Yeah, now I have another article which I have with me. I will show you with that. Okay. So this is basically till here is what is important for us. Like how, I mean, here we have generated a warehouse order. That warehouse order is based upon your item category, which is here we are, our main concern is our stock reduction. We are reducing the stock from DC to stores by creating this warehouse order. So rest, the follow on after the steps will be same everywhere, but you creating a STOs or what, that is what is initially important. Okay, now if you take another one, another thing, let's see, allocation table we have created. So next business scenario which we will check is, okay, it is not there. So another important scenario is collective purchase order. Okay, collective purchase order is like you have the, I mean, suppose a store R104, like we have the store sales. I mean, I need this much of stock for particular material, 25 pallets of what do you say, 25 bags of rice I need, one store will say, and R105 store will say I need 50 bags of sugar. So these are all, I mean, these are all the, I mean, it is coming from the store to the store to the purchaser. So what the purchaser will do is, I mean, like store will, R104 store will say, I need 20 bags of rice, and R105 store will say, I need 30 bags of rice. The collective purchase order is the purchaser will take the collective quantity of all of the stores and he will raise one purchase order to the vendor. So then vendor will come and he will deliver the stock in our DC, and then we do the GR. Once we do the GR, then against your STOs, your outbound deliveries will be created for your stores. You understanding me? What is a collective purchase order you are able to get?
Yes, Shiva, but here we are using for third party also, no? But it's possible. We are delivered to, yeah, one PO, we are delivered to some different DCs, correct?
One PO, you're okay. That is different. Yeah, you mean to say you raise a PO to the vendor with a delivery as store. That is a third party.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is collective purchase order. It means, let me see if I have a diagram here, then probably not this. Okay, anyways, this we'll see that this is a third party. Okay, actually, okay. See what it does is, I mean distribution center. Actually, that topic comes in distribution center, merchandise distribution. But since we just wanted to, we are seeing from the allocation table point of view how the documents are creating. I was telling you that, but that process actually comes when we're discussing about the merchandise distribution, the pull and push strategy. In merchandise distribution, we have two concepts. One is push, another one is pull. Push means you are pushing the stock from the DC to the stores, like stock reduction. Whenever you have more stock which is going to get expired, or when you have a promotion and you want to sell the stock, so you are sending the stock, that is allocation table. By when you are sending by it is a push method. And what is a pull method? Pull is something the store is telling you, I need this much of quantity, I made this much of quantity, so it is coming from the store to the DC. That is a pull process. So which is nothing but different stores sending different STOs for the same material. And vendor at headquarters, what he does is he will make a collective PO of all the stores and he will send it to vendor. Still, if you want further, we will see issue documents, procuring documents. This is the document and plan, distribution profile. Collective PO or allocation is again a goods issue. Collect goods receipt at the start processing procedure, cross dock recipient. This is in merchandise. We will discuss this one later. Vendor order. So this is all actually merchandise distribution only. I mean, I cannot. It's again same things only. Articles of collective PO. Delivery to distribution provider. Okay. Let me tell you in Excel. Okay. Suppose store A and store B. Okay. We have all three different stores which are supplied by the DC 01. Now what happens? Store A for what he does is he says we take rice and then sugar and then dal, coffee. Okay. So store A says that I need 10 bags of sugar or I need 100 kgs of sugar. And then store B says I need 50 kgs of sugar. And similar way he says store C says I need say 30 and I need something 40. So every store will have their special requirement coming up for the same article. And similar way here it will be some 20, 30, 40 and whatsoever 50. And same I put same way. Okay. So now if you see this is one STO coming from. For this store I have an STO. STO1. For this store I have STO2. For this store I have STO3. For another store I have STO4. So what happens at the DC is DC will club all these STO and see, meaning you when I say all these 4 different articles, they are procured by the one same vendor. For now you take the business scenario, all of them are procured by the same vendor. So what the DC does is these are all sent to the DC. So at the DC to the vendor, DC raises PO to the vendor, PO to vendor for rice. He says he needs rice of how much? 150, 180, 220. Okay. Similarly, he will raise for sugar. I need 40, 70, 80, 70, 80, 90, 140. Okay. Similarly, for dal, he will say he will accumulate all the quantity and he will say again, I think it should be again 220 and then again 140 for coffee. Okay. So now this is a PO which is raised to the external vendor to the DC. Okay. So this PO we call it as a CPO because it is clubbing the quantities from all the stores and raising one central purchase order to the vendor. You getting?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So similarly, so this can be done from the allocation table point of view also. From allocation table, like you can actually when you configure the item category for raising the purchase order, right? So for all these quantities, cumulative of all these quantities, a CPO is, purchase order is raised. Otherwise, how you do is you create all these STOs. Now we will create few STOs. Okay. 1 minute. Two 7 8 CPU allocation table. Example for allocation of PO is 2 and 8. See here item category was B. So it created a vendor to the sorry, when it is B, it created a purchase order PO. 5871. It's a rule M allocation table. If you see 120. So this total club, and see this here, if you see, he's a supplier is this one. You're able to understand here?
Shilpa, but before that we are maintained FNA.
Yes, that's what I'm telling. I was telling no, yes, because that was F. It has created a warehouse orders, right? That's a stock reduction.
Yeah. Oh, I got
So
it.
this is B, because this is we are raising a pivot to the vendor, which will this allocation table, it will create pivot to the vendor. Okay, this is a pivot to the vendor, the stocks comes in. So using allocation table, you can create a purchase order, you can create a warehouse order as well. So this is an example for that. Okay, and now we will see how to create a collective purchase order. MEN. We need to know the correct articles, otherwise we end up with errors and we'll waste our time. Let me check. These two are STO. Create STOs and check take materials from here. This is the correct one. See what it is. Okay. Now purchase order history, yesterday these are created. Yes, all these are there. Outbound delivery and all. Okay, now let us create. It's a stock. These are stock transport orders, which the store is sending to the DC. Okay, so same supplying plant is R101. Purchase org. Purchase org. I think it should be R10 and company code. Period. Okay. I just want to do only 10 points. Plant is, I'm selecting one of the stores which is supplied by this DC, which is R103. Yeah, I think apart from that, anything else? I'm good. Yeah. Okay, now save it. So this is my stock transport order, which has come for one of the article requirement from one store. This is for the store R103. R10. Now I create another PO. Sorry, another STO. Okay, supplying plant will be again my DC only. So purchase org is same. Then material. PO quantity. Same I'm mentioning. This is coming from different plant R104. Okay. Maintenance level. So okay, so this is another one. another STO. Okay, so now we have two STOs coming from two different stores to the DC. Now what we do is we go to transaction code WFN, which is for the collective PO, for raising the collective PO. Okay, so
WF10.
yes, WF10. Okay, now distribution center is my R101. Procurement period date, I just give this, let's see. Okay, I then execute. Just enter this as 1. What happened again? Distribution center is this one. Okay, procurement period. Purchase organization. Yesterday only I have done that, got this, and today I'm not able to do this again. Take material from create STOs and check. Okay, let me see this one. This is a CPO created. Seven. 7245. Yeah, this is a purchase order created out of that. This is a material. 7257. Okay, let me check. The stock should not affect, but I don't know what is the problem with the material. This. Okay, let me try with R101. What is the plant R103 and 104? 43, 40. Zero four and 105. 43. 04 and 05 and what is 03? 3 is the supplying side. Yeah, 3 is also supplying side. 03. Is also there. It's also there. Okay, let me do again for another article. Not sure why it is not coming. If it works fine, otherwise I need to troubleshoot why it's not happening. Supplying plan is on 101. Okay, material. Seven two four five. This is a material 7245 T09 R10. Plant is R1. Sorry, 4 and 5. R104. Okay. Let me see this. 7259. R101. Okay, 9. R104 is already I have taken 5. Okay, let me check shipping is coming. Okay. Now let us go back and check 59, 60. Both of them should be coming. In WF10, R101, this is one. Initial screen parameter scheduling work days is one. So delivery date 2 till okay. I think there's problem with some material. Okay. See now you can see an external vendor. External vendor here, right? And your total quantity has come up to 20. And when you select this and do your work list, see this is a collective purchase orders generated. One collective purchase orders were generated, application log generated. But we got collective purchase order also. See, this is our collective purchase order, which is attached to those two STOs. This is our collective purchase order. So you are understanding here? You are there? Hello guys, you are there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So now you see, right? I have clubbed the two STOs. Was a system when we raise collective purchase order, it has clubbed the quantity from the two stores. I mean the two STOs, and it has created an external purchase order to the vendor. So now we do the GR. So if you want, okay, now do the stock Goods receipt against purchase order. So the purchase order number. Okay. See, it is coming to the DC R101. Quantity delivered is 20. Item okay. And then save. Okay, now we have posted the GR for this material. So we have got the stock in our DC. Erase the CPO, we have done GR against it. And now we're going to do the outbound deliveries for the STOs, which we already have for the stores for the same material. You remove better everything, otherwise this is not coming. Now you need to know what are our STOs. 56, 59, 60 probably. Let me check. Yeah. These two are our STOs, right? If you click them, you can see 309 is for store 104. And this STO is for the store 105, the same material. Okay, so 59 and 60. Create delivery. Again, it goes in the background or what? Let's see. I don't know. Show or hidden. Anyways, okay. What happened? It is again gone.
Yeah, this time you can go to check that log.
No, where this is the one, right?
Logs are already created, right? Yeah, just select and click the document. Select that record.
Yeah.
And go to documents. Still, it's not. Oh.
This is actually, I don't know, even it shows as green also, but still. But this is, I think still it hasn't created. Show or hide delivery. 59 and 60. Let me select only this 7259. Go to this is the only one way to do it, and I don't.
Here you just run in background only.
Yeah, there's the only option, create delivery. See log for information about creating, but log is also not getting displayed. Delivery priority. What is
Click
this?
on show hide.
Yeah, I click that also.
But once it's showing that green, then only the log will be
generated.
Yeah.
Only thing yesterday when I tried to check, the stock was not there, so I was not able to do. But now let me see. 309, I think. Yeah, the stock is there, right? I mean, cross stocking. R101 is a distribution center. Yeah, this is the stock I have added yesterday, 3,220. But yeah. This it has to show some errors. Activities due for shipping, purchase or activities due for shipping. It means it is created outbound delivery. Stock transfer order, condition control.
Check in confirmation tab. Once it is created in delivery.
So, injection acknowledgement order check, shipping, delivery priority, RS15 distribution, R1 retail. It's okay. Yesterday I was able to do the same thing. 7259. Check. 724. I have created it. It is not there for here also. 3 and 4 is still created. 7243. I'm not sure it is not there. Why? The one which 4007250. Take materials from here and create STO. 7250. This is also material group 108. This, yeah, this is what I was able to do for this MK31 MR311. And today again this is giving, this also giving error. I'm not sure. 44 3 pieces. Now this also I done yesterday. Guys, please bear with me. I'm just figuring out why these are not coming, just to see the process after outbound delivery. It is just as same as standard, but just want to not to miss that. Quantity R10. Conditions. Six two. No, I think it is creating, but I mean, I don't understand it. See, you see here, right? It's getting as red. No, sorry, green. Yeah, now it is created. Ah, yeah. Hello, guys, you're there?
Yes, yes, we can see.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what is the issue that time. The same thing it is created now. Okay. So, I mean, if we show here, show her. Yeah. Okay. So even after creating, I mean, now the process is, see, the important difference between a normal SD or this one is the CPO is the one which is getting added over here. So against the STOs, you are doing the CPO. CPO, when you do this collective purchase order, you are getting stock into your store. So you already have STOs for that. So againstly, these outbound deliveries will be created. So after this outbound delivery, you go to BL0 to N. Okay, this is what is our outbound delivery. Enter. Confirm the pick quantity. Picking is done. Save. Okay, again. Outbound delivery, display outbound delivery, change. And then we will post goods issue. Okay. So now if you see the document flow for this, so we have created purchase order, outbound delivery, we have done picking. Now the stock is in transfer and you can do the GR against the outbound delivery. So this is to where you are going. The stock is to the R103 store. You are doing the GR item. Okay. And then post. This is GR. So this is a complete flow, like starting from STO till till the stocks are received at the store. The only difference is from the allocation table what it is getting generated. You can generate a collective purchase order from the allocation table when you change the item category. You can create an STO from the allocation table when you change the item category. So against those STOs, we create outbound delivery, then it goes on further, like we confirm picking and that stuff. Okay. But I mean, once even for the STOs which we created, also it has to create outbound deliveries which we failed to create. But I mean, I think there should be some issue or master data. Otherwise, it's all same material and everything is same. So it has to get created. Another important thing which is for the distribution and how the merchandise has to be distributed. I mean, we will see in the next class, like what is a cross, I mean, now cross dock, push away, put away, flow through, all those things. So all those has been, I mean, it will be decided based upon the master data setup, which is also we set an in distribution center profile. If you go here, you have a purchasing or distribution tab. So this distribution profile also decides. So what sort of merchandise distribution has to be carried out from the DC? It has to be cross dock flow through. It has to be only cross dock, or it has to be put away. So it is being decided by this in the site master distribution profile. Okay. Also, the similar way we need to have in article master. Let me check if I could. Combination of article and 101. Distribution profile of the article. Just check here if it is there. MRP parameters, forecast, picking, loading, processing, logistic group, base quantity, storage location, picking area, availability check. It's not here. The logistics data. Planning, material, strategy, commodity. Anybody, any idea? This distribution profile, I think normal also you will have, right? How the distribution profile in article or material master. Supply source. I don't see here. Valuation class, base currency. Not sure. It don't looks like it's not here, but I just confirm from the article point of view. Also, do we maintain it? But from the store point of view, as we for sure, it's very important. You have to maintain the distribution profile of the store in the site master. It has to be there, but I couldn't see. Okay. I just check on this and I'll let you know whether it is this field is present in this HANA system or not. In article master, the distribution profile of usually if it is there, it should be there in logistic DC and in logistic DC of article master. But I really checked yesterday also to see that, but I couldn't actually find it out that field. But I'll check whether it's there here or not, and I'll get back tomorrow. Another thing is.
Can we check in store, logistics store, or
yeah, that also. But anyways, because yesterday I was actually checking and I still didn't get time to research whether they maintain this or not here.
no?
In normal ECC, because we used to have logistic DC view as well as in the site master. Yeah, that's what. How's your processing? Okay, wait. I need to give validity. Logistics store channel. Okay, let's at least see any field is populated now. Here now also it's not there. Country of origin, no. I was very sure it was in logistic DC only. Let me check. Still. Okay. Okay, I'll check this and get back to you because I didn't get time yesterday. I know it is. I didn't find yesterday, but I'll let you know tomorrow. That is maintained here or not, or is it just that field? I'm not sure. Okay. And yeah, so coming to this is what about allocation table. Allocation table and collective purchase orders are also part of this merchandise distribution. But before that, we just read it as a separate topic like how to create allocation table and then how to create CPO and all. Now coming to our merchandise distribution. So okay. So now if you see merchandise distribution, like if you want to use the merchandise distribution in your company, you should be familiar with among things like what we discussed just now, the collective purchase order, which is like actually used in planning merchandise distribution. You can use these procurement documents to summarize recipient requirements that are recorded in the system as stock transfer orders or sales orders for placing order with vendor. So that's what this is what actually we see in what is a CPO it is. That's what he says here. Then you can use merchandise distribution to control the flow of merchandise from vendor to the recipient. Okay. It means, I mean, the distribution, you got the stock from the vendor to the distribution center. So you can use this distribution methodology to see how you want to send the stock from the DC to stores. Suppose here, if the recipients of the articles are known at the time of procurement, you can either use an allocation table or push process or collective purchase order pull process to plan the distribution. So suppose you basically, I mean, you can use here, you know, like we how just I have shown you this store needs this article this much quantity. So how you can plan that merchandise, like you can either get it done by creating a collective purchase order and then getting the GR done and then via STOs you can send it to the stores, or you can use allocation table. With allocation table you distribute the stock to all the stores because you already know each store wants how much stock. So you divide the stock with using allocation rule, and once you save allocation and you can create STOs as a subsequent documents of your allocation table. So you can either do it as a push process or pull process. So allocation table is push, collective purchase order is a pull process. Okay, you understanding the pull and push process?
Yeah.
Okay,
But we can creating that allocation table for pull also.
Yeah, allocation table is basically pull also. Yeah, you can create. Yeah, if you're getting all the STOs against the, I mean, in that time you will have allocation table to be created only for PO. You create allocation table document as PO only in terms of pull process.
Okay, that final collective purchase order.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So the goods are procured externally and usually flow through distribution center. They can either be put away in the distribution center or they can move through the distribution center using cross dock or flow through. So these are the methods. So once the goods have come to the distribution center, So they can either, you can put the stocks in a put away storage location, or you can move the stock using cross docking or flow through. We'll see that down, what is cross dock and what is flow through. So first thing, if you see the push process, so you are planning for the merchandise distribution takes place using an allocation table. Okay, so using allocation table, you plan your merchandise to send it to different stores. Here, the procurement documents, the vendor orders, and issue documents or warehouse orders or sales orders are generated as follow-on documents of the allocation table. So when you're trying to use this merchandise distribution, right, you have follow-on documents. Either you create vendor orders, which, I mean, if you select item category, so what happens is that when you select item category to create vendor orders as well as the STOs. So what the system does is when you create allocation table based on the item category, it first creates your vendor order to, order to the vendor for that DC. And again, as you have the side group, against the side group, it will also create your STOs. So these are created as a follow-on documents for the allocation table. So this distribution data is updated in the system when follow-on documents are generated. This data is then used to control merchandise flow in the distribution center after the goods receipt. Okay, you understanding the push process here?
Push process also the STO is generated, huh?
See, whatever you are using, if you're using allocation table, from the allocation table, if you want to create either CPO, purchase order or external purchase order or stock transfer orders, it depends upon your item category.
Requirement. Okay.
It depends upon the item category.
Okay.
But the push process, push is you are sending the stock, right? So you want to send the stock, at the same time you don't have the stock also in your warehouse.
Okay.
So one is you are raising a pivot to the vendor, another one is you are creating STOs to the store.
Okay.
Okay. So if allocation table is linked, is created with a link to purchase order or shipping notification, a procurement document already exists, so that only issue documents are generated. So suppose if you already have a purchase order, so using that purchase order, if you are creating allocation table, then it will not create any external purchase order, only the issue STO documents will be created. So that you have to select item category accordingly. Again, when the pull process is used, when you are pulling the stock, the issue documents like sales orders or warehouse orders or STOs for the recipients already exist. So collective purchase orders are created as procurement documents, which issue document quantities for each article and distribution center are added together. That's what we have seen, right? Pull process is a CPO process. So where it collects the quantities from all the stores, it will club together and it will create a CPO for the external vendor. Okay. This is what again collective purchase order. Collective purchase order we basically use to plan merchandise. You can use collective purchase order. That's what we summarize the recipients as we have seen in our example that are recorded in the system as stock transfer orders. And then we place this order with the vendor. This is a pull process. So this distribution data is recorded in the system for a collective purchase order, and it can be monitored or controlled for distributing the merchandise to the recipients. Okay. Another thing, so let's see, not this and all. Okay, these are the important thing. Merchandise distribution we need to know from here. Okay. Maintaining single in article. So you have something called as we have following method, processing method in retail like cross dock, put away and flow through. So in that we will see additionals. So cross docking meanings handling units are not repacked between goods issue and goods receipt zone. It means, see, when the store says that, in our example, our stores were, all of our stores were saying, I need this much of quantity, this much of quantity. So when we already know how much quantity the store is needed, so same thing is conveyed to the vendor. So articles are repacked from the vendor and there is no repacking happening at the DC. So those handling units are coming to the DC and just they're going from goods receipt to goods issue zone. They're not staying back. I mean, we're not putting them aside, or we are not removing the stock and we're not doing the repack again. So that's what is called cross docking. In cross docking, the vendor sends the pre-packed materials as per the requirement of the store. Okay. Then after that, we have a flow through. After goods receipts, what happened is the goods are transported to a repacking zone where they are again repacked. It means in the flow through, what it happens is sometimes we order in the larger quantities and we do not know how much store needs. What we do is we break it into smaller pieces. Like suppose if you take staples and all, we order in quintals, but the stores don't need them. So we have to again repack them, right? So for that reason, they're transported to repacking zone where they're again repacked, and then they are transported to goods issue zone. So if you see in flow through, we have two types of flow through. One is recipient driven flow through and another one is merchandise driven flow through. Okay. And if you talk about the put away is something you put away the stores in a particular storage location. The goods are posted to put away storage location. That means they're there for certain amount of time. We store them. Okay, you're understanding what is this cross dock, merchandise driven, and various types of these flow throughs. Recipient driven, you just need to understand them. This more, I mean, it's more of theory over here. From the system point of view, if you see, no, it's nothing much. You just have to do which type of, based upon the distribution profile, it will see which type it has to be followed. That's all. And rest all that goods issue, all those things will be similar only. Only from the, I mean, the concept wise, they are different. Okay. You are there?
Silpa.
Yeah, it's little bit more theory, but yeah, just bear with me. Okay, we will try to see in the diagrams and go through. It will be easy for us. So this is all we have seen. Allocation out of stock. Main thing is you need to know for merchandise distribution, it means your allocation table and your collective purchase order and your push and pull process should come into your mind. That's more important. So if you see what is allocation table and all, how to create allocation rules, side groups and all. And yeah, what are the configurations like notification category, item categories? These are all we have seen in the system. How to create allocation rule. So follow-on document generation for the allocation tables depends upon the item category. All of them will depend on item category. The vendor order or warehouse order or outbound delivery or sales order. All these are created from based on the item category from the allocation table. So if you see allocation table, what are all the things we have is all these things: generation of follow-on documents, organization, planned articles, sites we have seen, we have entered. So various steps what we do in allocation table. So that's it. If you go to merchandise distribution, so this is a merchandise distribution. One example, if you see number one, where is the number one? These are the articles, delivery and goods receipt in the store. Delivery and the goods receipt in the store, and then delivery and goods receipt in the store. And what's happening second is generation, I mean sales data upload, generation of store orders, then collective PO to the vendor, deliver and goods receipt happen in the distribution center. So what happening here is cross docking and goods issue. It means cross dock in the sense goods are already repacked by the vendor and delivery and goods receipt happen in the store. Okay, so basically first the sales happen in the store, and then what we do is we upload the sales data. Sales data is uploaded, and then based on the sales data, the store orders are generated. Okay, you understanding this one?
Store order means STO, right?
STO, yeah. Okay. See,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shubha,
Yes.
cross-docking, it's come for pre-pack materials, pre-pack
Correct.
articles, and flow through
No.
display.
Pre-pack in the sense, don't think about your structured articles pre-pack.
Okay.
This is all pre-packed in the sense based on the store's requirement, they are packed.
Okay.
Okay, not your pre-pack articles. Don't get confused there. It means, see, when you see a big huge DC, right, what happens, like they order in bulk, but the stores don't need that much quantity, right? You have to break them into smaller quantity and sell it to the stores. So for some of the articles, it is not required because they need that much of quantity. The store tells, I mean, from the sales or from the store tells that we need that much quantity, and the vendor gets in that quantity directly as per the store requirement. So there is no need of again repacking again. So they are pre-packed and bought. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. See, this is what again we was talking about, the push and pull process. So push is you are pushing the stock using allocation tables, like you want to reduce your stock at the storehouse, so you push to the stores. Pull is a method like the stores send that I need this much of stock. They send it through STOs, and you create as a collective purchase orders, and you send it to the vendors. So the phases of merchandise is a planning phase and processing phase. So the planning phase is like head office. We create through collective POs or allocation tables, the procurement documents. And once we get the stock at the DC, goods receipt happens, and again cross dock or flow through. It depends whether the article has to follow the cross docking method or flow through method. That's the processing. Yeah. So distribution center, distribution profile, as we are discussing. So site profile for the distributing articles. So inside the site master, you have what is a site profile. That is very, very important. It's a cross docking or flow through or both. Okay. Cross dock delivery relevant for picking. We'll see that again. What is that? Okay. These are distribution profile for the site. I mean, we have various distribution profile. This is one out of this is cross docking possible, flow through possible. The second one is control time of adjusting distribution. So various types of distribution profiles, these are processing control data distribution profile again. So if you go inside the distribution profile and check what does it is, you will try to understand what each profile means is like. If you want, you can also customize your own profile within the configuration. So adjustment profile, collective purchase order, goods receipt. Okay, after adjusting the articles or quantities, distribution profile for the articles in the DC, distribution profile, adjustment profiles. So if you are raised a collective purchase orders for 100 quantities, sometimes the vendor may not deliver, then you need to adjust the quantities. You need to create an adjustment profile, and where you have to adjust your quantities again as per the stores, sometimes, not always. So head of processing of merchandise distribution, it's again the same, collective PO, goods receipt and goods issue. Yeah, if you see this is what we were talking. In processing of merchandise distribution, you have like one is cross docking and flow through. There are two types of flow through. One is recipient driven, another one is merchandise driven, other one is put away. So we will first see cross docking. Now, recipient A and recipient B, we send STOs to this distribution center. Distribution center raise a PO to the vendor. Vendor sends stock for us. So he will directly send what is the recipient A and recipient B. So there is no need to repack. Directly from goods receipt area to goods issue area they go. He is not sending the recipient. I mean, the recipient A needs 1 carton. So he already packed 1 carton and he will put it for A, vendor itself. So if recipient B needs another one, so he packs as per the quantity of the recipient and he send it to the distribution center. So the goods are directly transferred from goods receipt area to goods issue area. Okay, and then this is cross-docking flow of information merchandising 2. So I'm in recipient A, B, vendor order. I think, yeah, this is a little more informative about than the first slide. Here, if you see, right, this is what they want to show. The vendor is delivering like this. He says this carton is for this store, this carton is for this store. So he pre-packed and sent. So directly they are moving to this region. This is little more clear than the first one. That's it. Cross-docking steps involved. So what are the steps involved in the cross-docking? So first, store sells a recipient to vendor order. Okay, and vendor order is made from the sales order recipient or warehouse order recipient. A vendor order is created. Okay, maybe it can come from the customers or it might come from the store. So it is raised as a purchase order. Okay, so the vendor order is raised. For the vendor order, goods receipt. This is Article 1, Article 2, and Article 3. You see the third step. Okay, the delivery. Third step, delivery of recipient A. Article 1, 1 pallet. Article 2, 1 pallet. Article 3, 1 pallet. Okay, this is for the delivery. I mean, if you see, this is for the recipient B and this is for the recipient A. See, these are all, if you see how neat, I mean, they are pre-packed with the vendor. We need not do anything again, separate. It's not like you have here one, I mean, Article 1, if it's not there, Article 2, 1 and Article 2, 1 pallet. So okay, 1 pallet. This is all I think 1 pallet. So he did not club and send them. He has sent them separately. So this is for one store and this is for another store. It's like that. So entire cross-docking steps, if you see, one is a first vendor order, goods receipt, and this is a third delivery recipient, and then followed by the goods issue. Okay. This, if you see, still more visual, we have created like it's a vendor, goods receipt area to goods issue area. There is no picking done. This is a, see, if you see, right, I mean, basically, you know, right, the trucks which comes at the dock region and directly that's a receiving region, and then it directly sent away from, I mean, through another trucks to the goods issue regions, and they are moved out to the store. Then we're not doing any picking. Their stock is not kept at all in our warehouse. This is recipient driven flow through. So we will see what is recipient driven flow through. So you understood cross dock, right? You are there, guys?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So cross docking, anybody can tell me?
Cross dock.
Yeah, cross dock. Yeah, you go.
Yeah, please, anybody.
Collective PO is generated from DC to the vendor. The vendor sends the material to the DC in a, whatever the store requirement is, like if the store requirement, pre-packed. Pre-packed material articles will be sent to the DC and from DC to the store again without any, without any
Repacking.
repacking.
Yeah. So they directly move from the goods receipt area to goods issue area.
Yes.
Okay. So that's again how the process, the outbound deliveries, that and all will be the same. So now you see in flow through, we have two types of flow through. One is recipient driven flow through. It means the existing stock transfer for the stores and the sales orders are grouped together to form a common purchase order with vendor. You can do this either using a collective PO function or with the allocation table, where a purchase order containing the total quantities of the distribution center is created. So even this is like, if you talk about the recipient driven, recipient is nothing but a store here. Okay, so whatever the stock transfer orders coming from the stores or the sales order, they club together and it again forms as a common purchase order to the vendor. Okay, you can do this as a collective PO, or you can do either using a allocation center, and the goods receipt is posted to the relevant store. Here, the goods are not repacked. The merchandise distribution data is adjusted, enabling you to react any differences between the ordered and delivered quantity. So you can adjust your original quantity ordered by the source if required. You understand?
Your voice
Guys,
is breaking, Shilpa.
Oh, my voice is break. Is it okay? Is it okay, guys?
Yeah, now
Okay.
it's
Okay. So in recipient driven flow through, what it is happening is same, the recipient in the store sells this much of quantity we need, like that it again sells the stock transport orders, and at the DC level they club and raise a PO and send it to the vendor. Vendor comes and deliver the stock at the DC. But what happens is that sometimes, because of the complete order
Shilpa,
might
it's
not
still
be delivered. Breaking still. Actually, there's no. Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Shilpa.
Hello.
It's fine now.
It's fine. Now fine, Shilpa. Okay. Okay. Maybe sometimes the signal, I don't know, but I am at the same place without any change. Yeah. It's okay right now, right?
Now it's clear.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, basically the difference between the cross-dock and recipient-driven flow-through is the articles are not pre-packed in recipient-driven flow-through. So why? Because if there is any difference, they need to adjust the material as per the availability. Sometimes whatever we order to the vendor, it might not be delivered everything. Okay. So basically we need to react for the any difference between ordered and delivery quantity. We have to adjust the quantities again to the store. That's why the material is not repacked. It's not packed here. Okay. So after that, again, against the STOs, the outbound deliveries are created for each recipients, and then picking is done. Here the picking process is there, but if you see in cross docking, there is no picking because we don't need, because deliveries are, we have the materials are already repacked. So logically it doesn't make any sense to do picking there, right? Picking is there when it is recipient driven. Okay. And after that, the process is again same what we have seen, issue documents and GR at the store level. So the distribution profile is used to define the basic characteristics of the sites for the merchandise distribution. So from the beginning, we were discussing that the distribution profile, whatever in the site matters, that is a one important thing which decides which has to be followed. So in flow through, we've seen recipient driven. Now it is merchandise driven flow through process. Okay. The existing stock transfer orders or the sale orders are grouped together to create single purchase order with vendor same. You do this either again by collective PO function or allocation table. So here the purchase order will contain total quantities for the distribution center. Same, the goods are delivered to the distribution center and the goods receipt is posted to relevant storage location. Here also the goods are not pre-packed. In all the flow through process, the goods are not pre-packed. The merchandise distribution data is adjusted, enabling to react to any difference between ordered and delivered quantity. So you can do your original quantities ordered by the stores if required. During or after adjustment, the distribution orders are generated for each article from the warehouse orders or sales orders. So the distribution orders contain, here we have the distribution orders in terms of if it is a merchandise driven. Okay, but in terms of recipient driven, we do not have the distribution orders. But if because this is merchandise driven, we have to create a TOs or distribution orders. So which contain information on which the recipient is to receive which quantity of the article concerned. Afterwards, then we pick individually using the TOs as picking documents and distribute to the individual recipients on basis of their order. So as soon as a package or such as pallet for the recipient is full and outbound delivery is created. Okay, the items in outbound, the items in this outbound delivery are not relevant for picking. Okay, goods issue is posted with respect to outbound deliveries. So when you talk about merchandise driven, here the merchandise driven is basically we have the distribution orders. Based on these distribution orders, we create the pick list and then our picking is done. And after that, you do, after picking, you confirm the TO and then do your goods issue. So here again, that's what they said, article distribution profile. Article distribution profile primarily defines the processing method and quantity adjustment that are made at goods receipt. The assignment of the distribution profile to the article logistic data view is mandatory. This is what I see it has been written because this is the information from ECC retail, but I don't see in HANA, but I need to check. This was the important thing in ECC. Maintaining the data article logistic view and site view as well, site distribution view. Okay, and next is we have the requirement planning.
Shilpa, sorry, what is the distribution order?
Distribution order is like your transfer orders.
Oh, okay. Store,
yeah.
Again, store will be created.
No, we create TOs from the store to DC to the store. Transfer orders. Yeah. Okay. Create transfer orders and confirm them, and then you do your PGI.
Okay.
Yeah, so then this is requirement planning. This is again theory. I will take tomorrow. Maybe in 1 hour. I think I should be able to finish this. This is requirement planning. Not much in detail we have here. It's basically what are the basic criteria that are required for the requirement planning? Like what are the consumption values you maintain, forecast, historical, all those. And another important thing is replenishment. Do you have replenishment in MM also?
Yes, in the MM also there are replacement planning.
So you run there also WRP1 and all you run there? Hello guys. Hello.
We don't have a chance to work on that area.
Okay, no problem. Fine. Yeah, I mean, even here also we do not have more very detailed sort of requirement or replenishment, because for that we have a separate tool in retail, which we call it as forecast and F&R module. That's a separate module itself. So most of the times the clients use that than using this requirement and replenishment in ECC. or I mean, if it is especially in HANA, definitely they use F&R, these systems and all. So we'll just have quick go through of this requirement and replenishment planning tomorrow. So let us see whatever we discussed in these slides. So this is cross-docking without any pre-pack. Okay, recipient driven flow through. So this is a recipient A and recipient B. Vendor order goods is article 1, 2, 3. Article 1 is to this. Article 2, Article 3, these are again pre-packed. Okay, if you see recipient driven here, he is giving the articles like this. If you see here, see it's like this, right? You have this complete thing to one complete thing. But if you see in this diagram, he clubbed all of them, right? So that's why you need to do picking. This is what where we have received picking. This should go to recipient B. These two should go to recipient B, like that. So now again, recipient driven, recipient A, recipient B. You have these three articles, out of which how they have to be distributed, that is have been done using this picking method, and then we do goods issue here. Merchandise driven. So vendor order, goods receipt. Vendor order, goods receipts. We have a distribution orders for article 1 for this store, and we have a distribution order for article 3. In this distribution order, you see article 1 and recipient A, B. See how this distribution order is created. If you see, there's a difference, right? Distribution order is created for this article, for particular article, for A this much is needed, for B this much is needed. And distribution order for article 3, recipient A this much, recipient B this much. So here we have the distribution order created for every article. Okay. And then we do the picking. After distribution order is created, a picking is done. Okay, from the storage bins, and delivery recipient and delivery recipient A picking. Then last step is goods issue for both the stores. The one more additional step is creation of these distribution orders. Okay, this is again collective PO. Create collective PO. It can be flow through, processing methods flow through, or cross-docking flow through. Based on this distribution profile. So this is again deliveries picking, goods issue. This picking is done. See, if you see this diagram, this cross-docking, direct deliveries, recipient, deliveries, picking, goods issue, merchandise driven, distribution orders, deliveries, goods issue, put away. Instead of reading whole through material, if you just see these diagrams, it's very clear for you. Allocation label, rule, generate follow-on documents, WA08, WF30, monitor, collective PO, site group, assignment of sites. These are just things I have written here. Some exercises is okay. You can leave this if you want, you can do. Allocation stock on hand and create collective PO. You can create collective PO. So this is related to replenishment. After creating collective PO, if you want to run replenishment planning, you can do this. Create collective PO, WF30. Why is this WF30? WF10, this is Okay, this is merchandise distribution monitor. Okay. You get, okay, if you give your purchase order, you can get what all we had our purchase order, right? Let's see here. Yeah, 7-6. Oh, because we already processed, we don't get it, I think. Delivery sales orders put away. It's a distribution center. Okay. We don't have 7-6. Okay. Oh. If you see this, we were not able to do with these two, right? Those are the things which come over here. $57, 59, 60, 61. We were not able to create outbound deliveries for this, right? Right, guys?
$56, $57, I think.
Is it not 69, 59, 60? Even this also I don't see, that's what. If I click no, I don't have purchase order history. It's not there. This is also, I think, 59, 60. This is
60.
61. Sorry?
62, I think.
Anyways, let's see here. No entries relevant for generation. Okay. No, the one which we are not successful, I was thinking these are the two, that one. It's created by me only today only. Okay. Choose. Adjust. T960. If you want, you can adjust it. Following documents created in line with settings. Okay. Fine, guys. Anyways, just check that what is the T code. Even I'm not aware of WF30. Okay, store link to SAP. We'll see the store link SAP replenishment tomorrow, and we have POS interface just to know what is the, how do we get data, what are the things in, I mean, it can happen inside the SAP store. In the store, what you can raise a purchase order, you can do physical inventory, stock check, all the what is physical inventory, what is that stock check and all. We'll just know some theory, some few things which are left. So I'll cover that up tomorrow. So till here, you have any doubts, anything? Let me know.
Shilpa, I have one doubt.
Yes, please.
So while doing the configuration STO process within the stores as well as between the company code, how it will do the mapping within the highest retail, and price, how it will react in this case while doing the purchase order or sales order?
Yeah, within the company, I mean, see, from within the same company code, there will be, I mean, if it is within the same company code, you do not need any, any things to be added up, right? Because it belongs to same company code, and all that again interlinked to your purchase order, UB, right?
Okay, for example, you'll go with inter-company, sorry, within the company code. So what are the document type as well as category, item category will take the system? There is the configuration for that?
What are the see when you do same within the company code, if you are doing the stock transfer from one store to another store,
Okay.
right? So you mean to say you are
It's
raising
not
an
about
STO.
one plant to one plant, one side to one side. We can go with that one side to one side. Okay.
One store to another store.
Okay.
So you are what you are doing from one store, you are transferring the stock, right?
Yes, of course, we are transferring the stock one store to another store. What are the document type as well as item category are the moment types? How will it map in the IS retail? Where we need to configuration for that? For example, you can go with UB document type. For example, I'm saying. So what are the document type? It will come item category. How do system will act? Is this going to supplying side? This coming to receiving side? How will it act? There is any pre-configuration for that?
See that how, if you are moving within the company code, from it is all same, there is nothing extra configuration and all we do. If it is all trigger to a moment type, if we are doing from one side to another side, it is 301, if I'm not wrong, moment types. I think yeah, it should be 301. So this based on this moment type, as we know, right, moment type is again configured to your FI settings and all, GL accounts.
No, Shilpa, you're confusing. I'm just asking about the what are the configuration document type as well as item category and how it will trigger, how will system act? These are the interstock or else document type based on the document type. How will system act? There is a small question. This no need about the moment types. Just we are discussing about the configuration part.
No, what
Did you understand
exactly we
my
are?
question?
No.
No, what I'm
Can you?
asking. So while doing the UB transfer posting, for example, UB document type. So there is any configuration. Like,
No, when you say it is a newbie, it is a stock transfer orders, right?
yes.
Sorry, guys. Shilpa, what is asking, like when we are doing UB transport posting like a purchase order, there will be one receiving plant and another is supplying plant, correct, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here what is asking in the configuration level, how you define whether it's a receiving plant or the supplying plant kind of thing. You're right, asking that one only, right, Devendra?
Of course, that is one. That's one only. And system, how you know while using the document type using and what are the item category will comes under. So what are the item category based on the price? How will you pitch within the company? Mostly, I don't know price will come or not. After that, how it will flow? System, how will it act?
See, I mean, if you say within the company, if you are raising a stock transfer order whatsoever, the first thing is what the pricing, how the system will know which is a supplying site, which is a vendor, so obviously you know, right? Because when you are raising, you create an info record, right? So that is the, I mean, from the info record, if you are creating, you for the external vendor and all, you know what is the purchase price that will happen. But I mean, if you have, for suppose if you are raising a STO, so to know that which is the supplying site, suppose I raise from DC to store, we maintain that in the site master, right? These are the supplying sites for the store. These are the DCs which are supplying for the store. So if it is within the company code, we do not have any financial changes, right? But again, when you do, I mean, when you are moving from one store to another store, we're doing goods issue. Goods issue is also internally a movement type, right?
Of course, physical
But
moment.
what exact item category? What exactly? I don't remember which item categories for that. Because as per now, we mostly have used either UB or NB, which are standard, for which they have only the standard item categories.
UB and NB, that's document type.
For that we already have the item category standard, right?
We have some standard item categories for that. U and UB something. We have standard ones. But
yes.
what we have used here. Sorry,
so we are using standard document types only, right? UB only we are using, right?
Standard one is UB document type as well as item category U. For example, which one have displayed the purchase order, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just
So
checking.
yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Document
Yeah.
standard document type is UB as well as item category comes under, where is the item category U? It means stock
Yes.
transport order. So what I'm
Yes.
asking, there is any pre-configuration for that? For example, system will know UB document type is STO within the company. Supplying plant will automatically come here. So there is a pre-configuration for that within the master data configuration. There is any for that?
No, this item category is based on the document type that I know, but you're asking supplying plant to the item category?
No, Shilpa. What I'm asking, so for example, you have taken document type UB, right?
Okay, yes.
So once you have taken the purchase order, while creating the purchase order, you have taken by UB standard document type. System order will take it will comes under instead of place vendor, it comes under supplying plant automatically. There is any configuration for that.
No, it
System
doesn't
how
come
system how will
automatically.
act?
Okay, you
System
are
how will
telling,
act? There
okay,
is any
this,
predefined configuration.
that's a standard, right? I mean, that
Standard.
might,
When we create
it's the
STO,
automatic standard that we,
supply
sorry?
plant automatically. When we are creating a STO purchase order, supply plant will be created. The vendor will
No,
be changed to supplying plant.
supply plant. Oh, that configuration I do not know, because that is pretty much standard, right? We do not make any changes for that. That I'm not aware of. Maybe I have to check, but I don't know. So you are asking whenever you give UB, the system automatically gives supplying plant instead of vendor,
Yes.
right? Okay, that should be standard configuration. We need to check how and all where they're doing it then.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll try to check. But since we generally, if you see the document types and all, maybe you can check. I think if you go to configuration and just do some research, we'll able to figure it out. For the document type, based on the document
type only. Option
yeah,
is there.
based.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he has already checked also, I think. Good.
Which one, Veerabhadra?
Materials management, right?
Yeah, sure.
Where is
Document
it
types,
here?
define document types. Yeah, first define number ranges. First
Yeah,
one.
yes.
Second one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, scroll right. And document type NB or sorry UB, you just select it.
Yeah. So you see
UB. Here you come right side. Is there in T or F? The checkbox is there, no?
yeah.
Not there. Checkbox.
This one.
Yeah. You display there T or F.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah, correct. That act we are enable that checkbox. It's come for in supplying plant. Whenever we select the UB document, it's come for automatically. Or either we are maintain supplying plant vendor, or we assign the some other vendor also. That is a different.
But this is not enabled right now.
Correct, but we are assigned some vendor also in our within our already we are maintained na some vendor.
Okay.
That is we are maintaining material master. I think.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I can't recap that one presently.
Okay. Yeah, but even I understand somewhere in document types only we need to configure, but yeah, exactly not very sure. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Tomorrow I'll ask you a few questions. I'll see how good you will be able to answer. So what and all you understood. Just recap what all you have read, everything. So I'll ask some question. Let's see. Okay. Just start working on this allocation table. No, we have left with some time. We can practice that during that time. Maybe you at least one allocation table you can create and check. We have not done that, right? Because today. Are you there, guys, or otherwise prepared to go?
Yeah, Shilpa.
Yeah. Just try creating one allocation rule and allocation table. Let's see. At least you'll come to know because I have only created, right? You did not do still anything in the system. Are you doing?
Yes, will do.
Yeah, please do, guys.
If possible, please share that word you are showing the definitions, right?
Which one? Definitions.
Word document.
You mean to say this one?
Yes, if possible, you can share this thus.
Yeah, I mean, corresponding to this main document, I'll send you. This is I just prepared to tell you guys because it's more of theory so that I don't miss. I'm okay. I can share this also, not a problem. But this is a rough draft sort of thing I just made. But whatever I will share with you, the entire thing will be written in that. I will upload in that link. I will just check with them and I'll see. So it will be good for you guys as well. So how you feel? You understood retail. You can able to work it out. Now if you go inside the system, if you see the real client and all, will you be able to understand?
Yeah, Shilpa, but we required some practice.
Yeah, I understand you need some practice, obviously, but at least when somebody comes and speaks with you, an article, merchandise category, article hierarchy, listing, layouts, you will be able to understand that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Shilpa.
Yeah.
I mean, the concepts, if you understand, then later in the system, you can go and research because the material which I will be sharing, it will have all the parts, everything. You just have to practice. That's all. Then you will be perfect. Anybody have worked on this EDI thing? Anyone? Guys, you know what are the basic data these views, right? If they have to, if the particular articles related information at the pause has to come, you need to give information pause tab. If you have to extend to particular sales or distribution channel, sales tab. So all these you need to know, guys. Okay. How you are feeling about the exams? I mean, your questionnaires, multiple choice is okay, or you feel them they are covered, or how is it like? Nobody is there.
Yeah, hi Shilpa. Can you please share that the last PDF was that is helpful for us?
Yeah, that's what I told. That's a big one. That's what I told. I need a link.
So it's okay. The 24 MB, it's okay for that.
No, I cannot. I was not able to attach in my Gmail. 24 MB, right?
Can you please share to Jishan so he will able to send with us if it is possible.
Yeah. But the problem is I'm not able to attach in Gmail that. That's what I was asking, some link where I can directly upload. I think Zishan has shared with me. Probably I didn't check today in the meeting. I think he shared with me. Let me check and I will upload. Okay.
Yeah, okay, Shilpa.
Hello, Shilpa.
Yeah.
After creating the allocation table, we have to go to allocation table and follow-ups, right? Create follow-up documents.
Follow-on documents. Yes. Create follow-on documents.
But when I click it, it is showing no work list could be selected.
It just I mean, no work list could be selected. I think probably the problem with the articles. Maybe can you share? We'll try if possible. Okay. Yeah. Go back. Okay. Stock is there. Allocation rule you didn't you write anything. Delivery is not properly maintained. You didn't give any planned delivery date.
I will just create another one and check it.
Yeah. Okay. Just see if you can check. Try creating and checking. Create allocation rule and see that way you. I mean, it's not mandatory to create allocation rule, but yeah. So any doubts, anything, do let me know, guys. I just have some. We have some time before we wrap up for the day. So what about for tomorrow? Are you guys okay at 8 o'clock or 9 or how? What do you say?
Yeah, Shilpa, it's already scheduled now. You ask kind of little. I think little is there.
Yeah, already it is scheduled, but anyway, it's a whole day, right? Tomorrow but only it's half day we have.
Yeah, but it's from 9. Okay, Shilpa, just give me
Okay.
some time. I'll check and I'll tell you. Wait.
Yeah, please. Yeah, it is scheduled from 9, right? Okay, just check if possible now. So
Shilpa, Sumega is on a call, so we'll let you know like if at all there is a change because meeting invite is already sent now. So
okay, fine. Yeah, no problem. Probably, yeah, we'll make it till 1 o'clock or so, same time, and then yeah, that should be fine.
so from 9 to 1, you mean, right?
Yeah. So actually, half of the day was remaining, right? So that's what.
Okay, so you wanted from 8.
Yeah. 8 to 12 I wanted, but
Okay.
yeah.
So is it fine for 9 to 1 like as usual, the scheduled one?
Yeah, but if you change again, the participants are not knowing, no, again it will be confusing.
Correct.
That's
Again,
what.
yeah.
It will be for me like again 8 onwards, but nobody will be there. I have to rejoin at 9.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you can confirm in few minutes by the we wrap up our call, then it's okay. Otherwise, make it at 9 only.
Okay, actually, let me just check. She's on a call, so let me just check. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, hi Shilpa.
Yes.
Shilpa, regarding the time change tomorrow, just I had pinged with Sumega, but she is busy with some other work. I think once we get some response, only I can able to confirm for the timings. So
Okay,
if
then let it be at 9 only, Priya.
yeah, and we need to get confirmation from us higher management, yeah, and also so they only will send the invite for tomorrow, the time changing invite.
Okay, okay. So that's okay then, because I don't want to get into any confusion now. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shilpa, don't mistake us.
Yeah, no problem. That's okay. No, not an issue. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. So guys, nothing then, just while wind up. If you have anything, let me know so that I can clear it up. You are all there working or left for the day?
Yes, yes, we are listening.
Working, right? Okay, great. Yeah. Okay then, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. We'll wrap up all the things tomorrow. Just get prepared. Okay.
Okay, Shilpa. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, guys. Have a nice
Thank you.
day. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Shilpa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shilpa.